You are listening to PastThink.com audiobook. Please like and subscribe, thank you. Chapter 38. Kong Ming reveals the truth about the Three Kingdoms. Sun Quan prepares to avenge his father. Try as they might to dissuade Xuanda, he recites precedent after precedent from history to show that the greatest heroes of China's past have gone humbly, often many times, before being able to speak to great sages. The disgust of Zhang Fei in particular at all this sentimental rubbish is clear, but Xuanda warns him to be on his best behavior. So they go off and before long stand once again in front of the door of the simple hut. Imagine Xuanda's delight to be told that Kong Ming is asleep within. He enters the hut and stands deferentially at the foot of the bed. Kong Ming sleeps on hour after hour, while Zhang Fei in particular grows more and more annoyed, even threatening to set fire to the back of the hut to wake the sleeper up. But Xuanda silences him. At long last Kong Ming awakes and from his sleepy state mutters. Does anyone have any idea what fate has in store? But I know, and have known all my life, that there will come a day when all this will be left behind. And I will leave this refuge, for trouble and strife. Turning to his assistant, Kong Ming says, while I slept, have there been any visitors? To which the lad replies that Xuanda, the uncle of the emperor, came and has been waiting for quite some time. Why didn't you wake me? Retorts an annoyed Kong Ming. He is very important, so I must go and change into appropriate clothes. When Kong Ming appears, Xuanda is truly impressed because he looks like such a gentleman. He is tall, with a complexion like jade, and is dressed in a long cloak of crane feathers. His head is bound with a silk scarf. To be honest, he looks like a god or an immortal. Bowing deeply, Xuanda says, I'm one of the last surviving members of the House of Han, a nobody, but I've heard tell of your fame for so long. I've in fact tried to see you on 2 previous occasions, but without success. Last time I left a message for you. Did you by any chance see that? Kong Ming apologizes profusely, and then reveals he has indeed read Xuanda's note. I do so appreciate the depth of your passion for the country and its people, he says, but I'm young and ignorant, so really not the kind of person you need. Even when Xuanda points out that wise sages have recommended Kong Ming, he replies that he is nothing more than a farmer. Why come to me, just a little ordinary stone, when you have already found the jade? To this Xuanda replies, I'm sorry, but I really cannot believe that you want to spend the rest of your life hidden away when everything under heaven needs the wisdom of your guidance. Please help me. Teach me. When Kong Ming asks what he really wants, Xuanda replies, the Han are collapsing. Their authority has been usurped by evil ministers. Although I'm weak, I want the land to be ruled by justice. But through my own fault, I've failed thus far. You, sir, can help me, teach me. There is nothing greater that I desire. The rot started with that appalling rebel Dong Zhuo, says Kong Ming. Now, in the north there is Cao Cao. True, not as strong as Yuan Shao, but by cunning he's overcome him. He not only has a vast army of over 1 million, but control over the Son of Heaven, the Emperor. With that comes the allegiance of many nobles. He you cannot oppose. To the south of the river we've Sun Quan, whose family have ruled there for 3 generations. While not so strong, he does have the support of the people, and therefore you should view him as a potential ally, not as a foe. Now, it's Jingzhou ruled by Liu Biao that you need to focus on. This is the place where the future will be decided. I've nothing against the current ruler, but the will of heaven has decreed that it's yours for the taking, even if you have failed to recognize this or act upon it. Turning to Yizhou, we find another key territory, vast and bounteous, a favorite of heaven, and let's not forget that it was from here that the founder of the Han came. Its ruler, Liu Zhang, is not only stupid but also weak, for despite the wealth and skills of his people he's no idea whatsoever how to control them, and they in return long for a wise ruler. With your reputation as a member of the imperial family, your proven valor, and the many heroes who flock to your banner, as well as your honoring of the sages, you should find it easy to take this city. Kong Ming then sets out with whom, where and through which alliances Xuanda needs to plan in order to take control across the land. He tells him that, in doing so, you'll be the hero of the ordinary people. Using a map, he points out how Xuanda needs to make Jingzhou his base in order to move forward with his plans. Xuanda expresses his profound gratitude. But while he is grateful for all this advice, he has to raise the fact that there is a fundamental problem. Both Liu Biao in Jingzhou and Lu Zhang in Yizhou are also members of the imperial house of Han. As they are kin, he cannot attack or usurp them. But Kong Ming assures him that Liu Biao has not long to live, his fortune is in the stars. As for Lu Zhang, he is not ambitious so will be willing to work under Xuanda. After hearing this advice and wisdom, Xuanda again pleads with Kong Ming to come and work with him. Once again Kong Ming refuses, saying he likes his rural solitude. At this Xuanda bursts into tears and asks, "But what will become of the people?" And tears rolled down his face. Confronted with such sincerity, Kong Ming gives in and agrees to join Xuanda. The first piece of advice he gives Xuanda is that, as Cao Cao is training his men in naval warfare, he must be preparing an invasion of the south by river. In the south, Sun Quan is busy consolidating his position even as Cao Cao makes demands such as that Sun Quan's son should come to the imperial court to serve the emperor, in fact to be a hostage in the grip of Cao Cao. Sun Quan refuses, and the path to war is opened. So what happens next? Let's find out.